Hey guys, welcome to All Booked Book Reviews. I'm so glad to have you with me. This review is going to be really cool because it's not only the review of this book, which was really good by the way, but it also includes a giveaway the author is having. This video will include all the details of that giveaway, like how to enter, what the prizes are, the deadlines, and everything. So make sure if you're interested to stay tuned because I'm going to have all that information toward the end, I believe. So anyway, also let me know what you thought of the intro. I was just playing around with some of the effects I have and music and everything. Maybe I can do an intro like that for all the videos. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I like this. I thought it was kind of cool. Maybe a little cheesy, but I liked it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the review. Preacher on the Run is written by Jana Boss. It's book 1 of the series For Liberty and Conscience. Now, there's also a prequel to this book called Promise of Refuge. However, it is exclusive only to newsletter subscribers. So if you want to check it out, I have the link to subscribe to her newsletter in the comments down below. You can sign up, get the book. It was also really good. It was a fun continuation, even though it was a prequel, if that makes sense. But it was really good. And she also has a short story. It's called Not for $1 Million, a highly improbable tale of a baseball what if. And that was a fun read too. And I have read all these, so that's really cool. I love being caught up on, all their works and everything. So that's always fun. I like that. So here's some basic information about the book. So it was published April 2020. It is 350 pages long, 50 chapters, and an epilogue, so we're averaging about 7 pages per chapter. Of course, this will vary, but that's about the average. I actually read a PDF the author sent me, doing a read and review book, so I think mine's a little different maybe, I'm not sure. And the genre's historical fiction, like intensely accurate, which I'll get into that more along the review, and Christian fiction. Alright, and here is the book bio. Standing for truth could cost him his freedom. Fighting for freedom could cost him his life. It's 1771 and North Carolina is at war. On one side stands established religion and the power of the crown. On the other side stands a dangerous freedom of conscience. Robert Booth has spent the last 4 years leading the tyrant-hating regulators against North Carolina's corrupt British government. All he wants is a safe place for his little Baptist church to live and worship God. But choosing sides has made Robert a target. The Church of England wants him to shut up. The governor wants him dead. This is actually a reread for me. I read it last year, 2021, about the same time, about June or July, which was awesome because I got to post the original review on Goodreads on July 4th, which I just love that. That was awesome. So I reread it just for this review because I wanted everything to be up to date and current, if I had any new thoughts or opinions on the book, which actually it kind of stayed the same, to be perfectly honest. I loved it both times, but I'll get more into that as well. So we'll start with the likes, and there are 3... You know what? We'll make it 4. There are 4 main points that I want to hit on. One being the faith aspects, another the characters, and then the historical accuracy, and then the patriotic zeal. Yeah, patriotic zeal. So we'll start with the faith. Okay, guys. So, fans of Christian fiction, you all are going to love this book if you haven't read it already. I'm trying to just sum it all up in one word, and words fail me. Just to give some examples, there was a huge theme of even if. Even if God doesn't rescue me from this, struggle I'm in the middle of, or, the enemy surrounding me, even if he doesn't spare my life, I'm going to trust him. I'm still going to love him and serve him and give him my all, even if. Even if he doesn't rescue my family and keep them safe, I'm still going to trust him. And, that just spoke volumes. I don't know about you guys, but I know I deal with that. And it was just really good. The author, she did a phenomenal job of, the faith aspects. It was amazing. There was another scene that on my reread, I was looking forward to this part coming up because it just blew me away the first time. And I won't go on to it because I don't want to do spoilers. But basically, the power of prayer was displayed in such, oh man, like a way that just gives you goosebumps. Again, I won't get into all of it. I know this is kind of vague, but I don't want to spoil anything. But it just, it displays God's protection, shielding his people, keeping his hand on them, and I don't know. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. It was so awesome. So the faith aspects, there was repentance, salvation, there was trust, like I said, and like faith and, courage, and guys, there was just so much to go on. Would be an entire video on its own, which might sound a little bit over exaggerating, but there was a lot. It was great. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about are the characters. The characters, I love them so much. I love them the first time too. I mean, you have the main character, Robert Booth, and he just goes through the mill. This is just off the top of my, mind and everything. I may be wrong. But I think he tries so hard to achieve perfection. He wants so hard to be there for his family, to defend his faith at all costs, to keep his church safe, and that's a lot of pressure on somebody. And he goes through all that, and just a lot on his shoulders, that is for sure. I'm very glad that he has a support group. That doesn't even sound right. Like a team of, people he can also depend on, which I'll get more into later. And his wife, Magdalene. And by the way, Magdalene is such a beautiful name. You never read that. You never hear that name in books. I know I haven't anyway. She just sounds so nice. I know she's a fictional character, but she sounds like someone I would want to be friends with. There was Susanna, their daughter, and she was adorable. So cute. I loved being able to read from her point of view, which they were kind of few and far between. I would have liked more of those, but I just love her childlike, innocence and her faith and everything. It was just so cute, it was interesting getting to see things from her point of view and her mindset. I loved that. And then you had Alec, which I never really knew how to take him. I don't know. I mean, he has a very long road ahead of him. He was an interesting character, really well done. And there's Saul, the hot-tempered, brash, I'm going to take things into my own hands, and, he was interesting. And all the supporting cast, they were great. Michael, Gunning, Hank, all of them really added to the story. I had no trouble distinguishing one from the other. They all had their own personalities and quirks and stuff. And it was just awesome. They were all believable, and they were human. Like, the main character, Robert, I mean, he's the pastor, but he made so many mistakes. One day he's saying, oh, trust God, and he's preaching the same message, just give it all to God, and then the next he's either depending on himself or others. And the historical accuracy, oh my goodness, the author clearly went above and beyond to make this as true to life as possible. In the back of the book, it even includes a couple lists of like what's fact, what's fiction. She included research she used, like references for books and whatnot. She really put her heart and soul into this, and it shines through. It was amazing. And the zeal, the patriotism, which is the last one I'm going to hit on. Guys, this may have a lot to do with the fact that I watched The Patriot the other day with Mel Gibson. So, I don't know. It's probably just me, but I just love that about this book. That it, it makes you proud. Live in this country where we are free to worship as we please, and we're free, freedom of speech and the right to bear arms, and, it just makes you really proud, and it's humbling almost to think that, 200 years ago, which, yes, only 200 years ago, that's like nothing compared to like the history of England and stuff. Side note on that one. But, where was I going with that? But it just makes you, that we have this freedom, and this country was founded on with a godly foundation, you know? I mean, even on the dollars and stuff, in God we trust. That is where our foundation is. And when you read something like this, that's, you know, just, words. I don't know words. Okay, and now for the dislikes, which there are only 2 things that I didn't like, and it's not like any of them, like, dampened my enjoyment or made me, like, this is horrible. Nothing like that. It's actually more kind of preferences, I believe. So, the first one I'm going to talk about are locations, and there were a lot of locations in this book, and, me, personally, I am not one for geography and maps. If you ask me to give you directions, I'm as lost as you are, my friend. I do not do any of that stuff. I mean, I love when maps are included in books, especially fantasy books, which is a whole nother topic. I love that. Can I actually follow a map? No. So that I was kind of lost on some of the locations, which there is a map in this book, by the way, in the back, which is awesome. So I had trouble following that sometimes, but again, that's just me. It wasn't really a big thing. It was just something that, you know, happened. And the other thing that I wasn't like a complete fan of, I hope I say her name right. Is it Elise? Elise? And Saul, their relationship, you know, I wasn't really invested in it. The first time I read it, you know, I was more invested in like, ooh, you know, I hope they get together by the end, and ooh, you know, they're kind of cute together, you know. But I really didn't care this time around, and I don't know, it was just a really rocky and strained relationship that I wasn't really a fan of. So for the rating, out of 5 stars, I'm giving it 4.5. I enjoyed it immensely. It was reading pleasure. I think that's the overall way I would sum this book up, is reading pleasure. I guess. I don't know. So overall, closing thoughts on the book. Is it something I would read again? Obviously. I have read it again, and I could see myself revisiting this later on down the road. And I am looking forward to book 2. Like, I'm really excited for it. I would recommend this to anyone who enjoys Christian fiction, historical fiction, specifically around this time period, Revolutionary War stuff, military fiction, stuff like that. Definitely. If you like that kind of stuff, you'll enjoy this for sure. And you can find this book, first of all, on Goodreads. Add it to your want-to-read shelf if you'd like. It's also available on Amazon, and you can also purchase it directly from her website, which I'll get into that in just a moment. So those are my overall thoughts on the book. Okay, guys, it is time to cue some fireworks, because we're going to talk about the giveaway, which I have been anxiously awaiting to get to that part. I hope you guys are as excited as I am, because, you know, it's a giveaway, and giveaways are really fun. So, some details. The time it starts. It's starting June 27th, 2022, today. It started at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's running through till 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, July 4th. Now, the winner will be announced July 4th, so if you want to enter, make sure you do it, you know, as soon as possible. So the prize. Now, this is where it gets good. So one winner will receive a signed copy of Preacher on the Run, so you're getting a signed book, and a 12-ounce bag of American Patriot Coffee Company Independence Medium Roast. So you're getting a signed book and coffee. I mean, what more do you need, right? And everyone who enters will receive a promo code to use on her website, which is right here, booksbyjana.com. The giveaway, I should say, is open to all U.S. residents 18 and up, or with parental consent. So really, anyone can enter. Just if you're under 18, you need parental consent. And there's no purchase necessary. And you can enter the giveaway on Rafflecopter, which the link is also down below. So if you want to enter, make sure you do that there. So that is going to wrap up this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you get the chance, go ahead, enter the giveaway. I mean, even if you don't win the big prize, you still get a promo code to use on her books. So I mean, it's really a win-win any way you look at it. So make sure you do that. If you want to shoot me an email about anything bookish, or I don't know, if you've read this book, or I don't know, something bookish, email is cleanbookreviews@gmail.com. If this sounds like something you'd like to read, by all means, I highly encourage you to check it out. It was really good. So yeah, I will see you all in the next video, and until then, happy reading!